he comes to the top. Quit. Quit. Toss, quit. Okay. Trying to 351, what's going on, brother? Hey, I'm out here on Pebble Beach again. I'm trying to get set up and get started, and we got this one already. And something hit that Uncle Lou's rod, that first one there. He's wrapped around something though. I was over here still trying to get set up, not paying attention. Appreciate you coming in, brother. There's one. God, quit now. Hey, leave him alone. God, leave him alone. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, man, I'm just getting started here, just trying to get set up. So I was back over here at the boat and I had to run and get that rod. This other one went slack, but now it's hung up, so I don't know what's going on there. I'm gonna give it a little slack, see what happens here for a minute. Man, I sat around the house all day yesterday. I wasn't really feeling too well, so I couldn't sit on that couch today, man. I had to come out and go fishing, and it is a beautiful day here. It's cold, but it's wind's not blowing, which is very unusual for my neck of the woods. What's going on, Philip? Hey, Mr. Parker, appreciate you coming in, brother. We just caught one. I'm guessing he was 7, 8, 9, 10 pounds maybe. We're just getting set up, getting started. I ain't even really got set up good and they're hitting, so I hope they continue to hit. If y'all excuse me just for a second, I'm gonna step back here off the camera just for a minute. Be nice if that'd work right there. What's going on, Chunky? Thanks for coming in, man. We got one while ago, and I think we got one on the Uncle Lou's rod, but he's hung up. And I'm moving the camera around here a little bit, see if we can get the signal a little better. Hey, Philip, is signal better now, Philip? Shows will be doing okay now on my end. We'll see if that lasts. Let's see if I can get in here without being in the way. Michael Williams, thanks for coming in. Lance, what's going on, brother? Father Christmas, thanks for coming in, man. Merry Christmas to you. How's the signal now, guys? Is that better? Nope. I'm gonna have to set up my umbrella to block the sun so I can see the chat. Looks good, sounds good. All right. I didn't move that. I moved that phone 6 feet, maybe. Maybe that'll make the difference. Hey, Alicia, what's going on? Appreciate you coming in. What was that splash in the thumbnail? Well, I didn't put a thumbnail on this, so I haven't seen it. I don't know. I don't know if that one fish is still on there or not. He never did. He ain't pulled that line tight again yet. I hate to break that off. I don't know if he's still on there or not. When I go behind it, it lags. Well, Yeah, yeah, Alicia, that splash definitely could have been causey. I'm gonna, if y'all don't mind, I'm gonna jump in the boat right quick. Hey, Steve Mosley, what's going on, man? Thanks for coming in. I'm gonna jump in the boat right quick and I'm gonna cruise out here and see if I can get this thing unhung. And hopefully I don't lose one of these other rods in the process, because this ground's not real good for my rod holders. I'll be right back with you fast as I can. Come on, load up. That was quick. Wet. Wet. Whew. All right, sorry about that, guys. We got him though. He's still on there. He's wrapped up on about 10 different little stick-ups out there. He was way down the way up close to the bank, wrapped up in another. We got him though. He's another one about a little bit smaller than that last one. He's about the same size. He's 5-6 pounds maybe. So, all right. Whew. Ain't no telling what they did to my line. My line is probably all jacked up now. But all right, I'm gonna take him back out here and let him go. All right, maybe we can sit down and get the next ones on the takedowns on camera. Well, I think that first one that I caught, I think that takedown was on camera. I just wasn't here. Both of those fish this morning hit a piece of carp. I brought a live carp with me. This morning I had a couple of them left over from the Walmart bait challenge. I brought one of them over here live with me this morning, cut him up. So, a little chunk of his rib cage right there. And we're just throwing a Santee rig. I got a sinker slide and a little bobber. Let me get this. Let me get this one back out there. I hope I don't get my feelings hurt because the line's all jacked up. We shall see. Now that it's getting broken in a little bit, it seems to be staying tight a little better. The dog names her own channel. Yeah, hey Bluegrass, this is the dog's channel, she thinks. Half people that watch me just watch for the dog. I've got let's see if I can point on this. I'm gonna call that number 5 down there on that green rod on the end. I've got that carp head on there, and I've got a big 10-aught hook on that one. This one right here, this black one here, I got a shad. I cut a medium-sized shad in half, and I got half of him on this rod and half of him on this rod right here. And these two down here still got the carp, and they're the two that's caught the fish this morning so far. We caught one on that one first, and then we had while I was fighting that one in, this one went slack and got me all tangled up. And we went out there and retrieved him, got him on Uncle Lou's rod. So this morning so far, they've got shad out there and they got carp out there, and they've hit the carp. So that carp or that shad was frozen, and that carp was alive. He's fresh. So I don't know if it's the difference in the freshness of the bait or if it's just the difference in the carp versus the shad, but we'll see. We want this green one over here to go down. If something takes that green one, that's a pretty good sized bait right there. There ain't gonna be no dink take that green rod down. That's the one I'm looking for to hit today. Dink over stink, what's going on, brother? Hey, Thomas, what's going on, man? John dropped the mark. John Oler, yeah, he is in here, ain't he? What's going on, John Oler? I appreciate all y'all coming in. I wasn't feeling too well yesterday, so I just sat around on the couch all day, and man, I couldn't just sit there again today. I'm not a lazy kind of person. I got to be up around doing something. So I was gonna get up and go duck hunting this morning, and I just wasn't feeling it, so I decided I'd wait till it warmed up just a little bit, and we come out here and go fishing. I ain't done a live in quite a while, so appreciate y'all all for coming in. Hopefully now that I'm set up and I'm ready to go, now maybe we can catch some fish. They'll probably quit on me now. Oop, must have been getting some lagging going on there. I'm getting a bunch of duplicate messages. I've never seen that before. I was gonna try to use the I'd like to try to use the YouTube app, see if it'll let me go live. Just did the Streamlabs because I kind of know how to work it. And I haven't practiced with that YouTube if it'll even let me do it. Has anybody else tried that YouTube? Randall, did I miss you, Randall? I didn't see you come in. Somebody saying your name. Yep, there you are. Thanks for coming in, Randall. Hope everything's going good for you, brother. Today, I told my wife when I left the house, I said, it's not windy here at the house, but time I drive an hour over here to the lake and get set up, I figured the wind be blowing about 30 miles an hour. That's pretty typical. The boat ride coming over here was pretty cold, but it ain't cold now. Just sitting here because we don't have no wind. Ain't got no wind chill, so it's probably still in the high 30s. It might be 40 degrees out here this morning. I started calling when the lake is up to normal. Right here where I'm sitting's underwater, and since the lake's been down last several months, I started calling this place Pebble Beach because there's just tons. I don't know if you can see that, but it's just tons of gravel, little pea gravel, and so I've named this little spot on this island. I call it Pebble Beach. So and that's where the name for my title come from this morning. Yeah, there ain't no kidding, Thomas. I wished it had been like this last Sunday. Last Sunday, right out here in front of us, where you can see right out here, there was probably 3 and 4 foot swells last Sunday, right out here in front of us. Kazi's gonna go out there and go for a swim for y'all. Now, Alicia, where I took Dan, I can't get any signal to go live down in there. That's over on Lake Texoma. Today I'm on Warika Lake, so I can always catch the fish over there, pretty much always. But I can't go live from over there. Dan went live from over there that day, but boy, his signal was bad too. We got pretty robotic, and he had a pretty grainy picture. So I'm surprised he could even go live from over there. I can't even get a radio station on my pickup off down in there. We were down in the sticks that day. I know there's got to be more than 2 catfish out there. Them 2 want to bite real fast this morning. my signal again. Yeah, hey Dink over Stink, you said you were you're from Oklahoma, aren't you? You from I can't remember where you said you're from the other night. I'm down here in I live down here in South Central Oklahoma. I live around the Ardmore area, so it's about an hour drive over here to Warika Lake for me. Yeah, since I didn't take her duck hunting today, she usually goes fishing with me anytime I go any fishing or hunting. She thinks she needs to go. When I'm out here fishing, she's mostly a pain in the neck, but from Harrah, Oklahoma. What in the world? Man, I don't know why I'm losing my signal, and then all these messages are like double, triple, and quad. Your message came through about 15 times there, Dink. Spells the same thing backwards, yeah. Harrah or Harrah, Oklahoma. I'm not exactly sure where Harrah, Oklahoma is. He said, what? Getting dizzy. Spin around. How about now, Randall? Is that any better? I moved the camera over here. I don't know what's up with that signal today. I usually don't have any problems from this spot right here. All right, take care, Phillips, man. Thanks for coming in. I hope it's going to be one of them days where I catch a big one, Thomas. And the signal's going to go out and ain't nobody going to see it. Well, is the signal okay now? Hey, what's going on, Squirrel? Thanks for coming in. Hopefully it'll stay all right there. I don't know. That's the second time I moved just to get the signal to stay up. What's going on with the signal today? All right, at least that sounds good. Hopefully that signal will stay up and we get a bite here in a minute. I can't hardly see the chat right here where I'm at, but I'm afraid if I move that umbrella over here, it's gonna block my signal again. I hope it stays that way, squirrel. I'm gonna jump up and rethrow this. I'm gonna reel this Uncle Lou's rod in and rethrow it. I didn't land that where I wanted it a while ago. I sure didn't land that one where I wanted it. I broke it off. There goes at least $5. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I lost the whole rig on that one. I'm gonna walk back over here and retie this one. Y'all watch them rods. I got me a new rig here. I'm gonna put I think that's a 8/0 Gamakatsu circle and peg float, swivel. I had a sinker slide on that one. I'm not putting the sinker slide back on that one. I'm putting a regular old 3-ounce egg sinker on it. We'll go from there. I can't believe we had 2 catfish right off the bat and then nothing. But you must have knew I turned the camera on. Them 2 I let go went and snitched. Usually I got extra rods in the boat and I'll just go grab another one, but I only brought 5 with me today. Break one off, I'm gonna have to retie it. All right, egg seeker Santee rig, we back in action. Is anybody else out fishing today? I was in Stan's live a little bit this morning. So they weren't fishing today. Creole live. Creole out in the boat on the mighty Mississippi. He's been out since August. Randall, I hope you get out and go fishing soon, man. That drives me crazy. I understand, I know how it is. But if I got a day off, I think I gotta be hunting or fishing or doing something. Come on, Carl, give us some luck. Carl's got out there swimming around. Now she's over here shivering like she's cold. Got soaking wet. You should stay down that water room. Yep, Randall. I hope she's doing good, brother. Hope she's getting recovered and coming back around. I didn't know you had a dog, Thomas. This one don't want to go out there very far, but if there's a duck out there, then she'll swim out there and get it. But she still don't like to go out there very far. She prefer to fetch them ducks in shallow water that she can run through. So far this year, the only place we've been duck hunting is at another little old lake over one of the Ardmore City lakes. And she has to swim to go get them over there. But she's been doing it, but that's good, Randall. That's good, man. That one leg on the bank. I haven't seen any more bites. I'm mystified by that. I had 2 hungry catfish out there right off the bat and then nothing. Well, I didn't have any bait on that one. And the one right here next to the Uncle Lou's rod, I just threw out there. Yeah, that one. As I was reeling this other one in, checked the bait, that one was slack. Maybe something messing with it. Maybe he'll take it here in a minute. I had some shad on that one. That shad ain't very big. So I just cut his tail off and we're gonna put the whole thing on there. Oh, there's one. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Why, shoot, there was another takedown, but I fouled that one up. He ain't on there. He hit that carp on that Uncle Lou's rod again. Had a bite, had a small bite on the one and I broke off for a recast Uncle Lou's rod. Yeah, that was a pretty good takedown. I thought he's gonna be on there when I picked up and reeled down on him. I'd drop it back. Maybe he didn't. I doubt he got that carp off there. So that carp's got some tough skin on it. I got it hooked through the skin. So I reeled it away from him a little bit. Maybe he'll swim back up here and eat it. Causey got excited about it. She's out there going for a swim. Get out of that water. Yeah, you shake off down there. Don't bring that up here. I missed him, Cause. We missed him. No fish. No fish. Hopefully he'll come back for that one in just a second. No, Thomas, I only got shad on, I got shad on this black rod right here. I got about a half of a shad on that one. And then I just put the one I just threw out. It's the only other one that got shad on it. This one down here on this end, that's got the carp's head on it. I got a big bait on that one. So that's the one we want to see go down. It's gonna take good fish to get that head in his mouth. And then these two, the Uncle Lou's, and this one here beside it, they both got carp on them too. I brought a live carp with me and cut him up this morning. So I got fresh carp on 3 rods, and I got shad on these 2 inner ones here. Shad on the center one and the one left of center. I'm trying to give them a variety, or a little bit of a variety today. I had some live bluegill at the house too, but I don't do any good on them live bluegill in the wintertime, so I didn't even bring any. I do decent with them in the summer, but I don't do very good with them in the winter for whatever reason. Well, it's just shad and carp today. I hope he'll come back and get that Uncle Lou's rod again. Got a little bit of a cloud come over here. Clouded up, that'd be a... I ain't got no idea, guys, what's going on with that signal. Sorry about that. I mean, it went plumb to 0 frames a second and it would not come back. Appears to be back now. I usually do not have a problem right here. Yeah, it came back now. I don't know. I mean, it went plumb away a while ago. I'm confused on why that keeps happening. I don't know if that's my phone or that's the cell towers over here or what's going on. Maybe I used all my data. It just shut me down. I don't know. I thought I should be on a fresh month of data though. Well, y'all didn't miss anything. I have not seen that fish come back for the Uncle Lou's rod yet. Maybe. I'm gonna give him a few more minutes to see if he can find that bait again. I reeled it away from him pretty good ways. You know, I may try to chance reeling it up and getting hung up and try to throw it out again. Yeah, Lisa, that sun went behind the clouds back here. I got a little bit of clouds behind me. I'm not sure which way they're moving. I got that phone where I can't get over here in front of it. Yesterday all day we had a strong north wind. Today we just got barely a north wind, so it's probably gonna switch back around to the south again if I was guessing. We had a little cool front come in Friday. Friday, I believe it was. A couple days before that, it was in the 70s. I think high today is supposed to be about in the high 40s. Cause we don't need you hitting the tripod. We don't need you over here. We don't need your help. What's your problem? What is your problem? You ain't falling for the skipping rock trick, huh? Get over there and lay down. I don't know if I were to reel that Uncle Lou's rod in and try to rethrow it or leave it set for a few more minutes. That was a dang good takedown. I can't believe he missed that. Kind of makes me wonder if that hook wasn't turned back into bait or something. Leave it for a few more, huh? That just killing me. He ain't came back for it. I just knew he'd come back for it. He acted like he wanted it that first time. Heads of any kind have not produced from me. I do pretty good on shad, you know, the shad heads, bigger shad heads. I've thrown a big carp head out quite a few times, and I think I've only caught maybe one fish on a big carp head, and he really wasn't all that big. He's probably 10, 15 pounds. He wasn't what you think would be eating that big carp head. He was smaller than what I had anticipated catching on a bait that size. Topple worms in the freezer. You know, I don't know if I've ever tried topple worms. I don't think I have. We used to catfish in the farm ponds with them old bag worms when I was a kid, but old black and white fuzzy bag worms made the spider web looking nests in the trees. But I hadn't fished with any of those in a long, long time. I have found that here in southern Oklahoma, it seems like the shad is probably the number one bait, and then they do hit the carp pretty good too. And it just depends. Some days I'll catch them. I'll have, just like today, I got shad and carp out. Of course, my shad aren't fresh. Well, they ain't but a couple weeks old. I've had them in the freezer, but some days the carp seems to work better, and some days the shad seems to work better. Yeah, they're good for channel cats. Yeah, I got that little lake. There's a little old lake, the Hilton City Lake. That's only, I live out there in the country by kind of between Wilson and Hilton, and that's not but about 5-6 miles from my house, probably. Maybe 7. And man, that thing's full of them little old channel cats, but I go over there and catch something to eat every once in a while. But that lake's got shad in it, and I do pretty good on just small pieces of shad or small shad for them channel cats over there in that little lake. It's got a few blues in it, but not very many. It's mostly got the channel cats in there that the state is stocked in there. I've caught flatheads out of it. Not any big flatheads though, just small ones. And Kaz he's over there trying to eat my bait. He's trying to eat my carp. No, you don't need none. You don't need none of that for sure. But I've had guys tell me that they've caught blues out of that Hilton Lake, but I've never caught one out of there yet. They say they catch one out of there every once in a while, so I figured it's just some rednecks that put a few in there or something. I doubt the states put them in there. State doesn't put the blue cats in most of our city lakes. They put the bass, crappie, channel cat. They'll put some walleye or some saugeye in there every once in a while. This lake here, Warwick, it's got the walleye in it, and it's got the blue cats, flatheads, channel cats. Got some stripers in here. Got some hybrid and some white bass in here. It's got just about everything. This lake's got just about everything in it. Crappie, of course. But the blue cats over here seem to be thriving pretty good. They got a pretty good population of 5 to 10 pound blue cats in here. Seems like. I honestly don't know what the biggest blue cat caught out of here. I know the biggest one I've caught out of here, 25 pounder, and I caught that one on a live a couple months ago, right here in this same spot. But I saw some guys at the boat ramp a couple weekends ago, and he showed me a picture of one they caught that day, and it looked to be at least a 50. Maybe a little bigger than that, blue cat. And I've seen them guys fishing out here. They go up there by the dam somewhere most of the time, where I always see them in that boat going. Don't really know right. He wouldn't tell me where he caught it. Except for in the mouth. Hello, boring fisherman. Hey, Dennis. Thanks for coming in, y'all. Oh yeah, there is definitely some good blue cats in here. I don't know what the biggest one, old country boy catfishing, I don't know what the biggest one he's ever caught out of here, but I know he's caught some 40s and 50s out of here at least. I've seen one about 30 or 40 he caught out of here probably back in the spring of this year. Yeah. Well, I got that little boat, man, but I hate fishing out of that little boat. I don't know what it is about that. I can get in there and crappie fish out of it, but as far as catfishing out of it, I feel a little claustrophobic in that little 17-foot aluminum boat that I've got. And every time I try to anchor up, I can't never keep that boat. Even if I've got an anchor out the back and an anchor out the front, I can never keep that boat as still as I want it. Something about the bank fishing. I like my rods to be firmly planted in them rod holders, and if they move, it's because the fish did it. Not because the wind's blowing us all over the place. Yeah. Well, Thomas, I can't hardly take it no more. I'm gonna have to reel that Uncle Lou's rod in, brother. I gotta see if it's got a bait on it or if the hook's turned into the bait or what. That fish never did come back for it. No fish, Carl. No fish. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Hook's good, bait's still there. Yeah, Thomas, there's my 10-aught in my carp head. So, that's a pretty decent sized bait. I wish a 50-pounder would swim by and eat that carp head. Hey Tina, welcome. Thanks for coming in. Can't catch carp that small. Yeah, that was a pretty small carp. Thomas, I caught that little carp over at Hilton Lake. He was probably about 13, 14 inch long carp. If I catch him a little bit smaller, throw the whole carp out there. If I was fishing on the Mississippi like Epic, then we might throw one of them donkey baits. Yeah. Man, them carp, I'd never, before Rob at 2 Old Vets, before I did that little tournament, his little carp and catfish tournament, I had never targeted carp before in my life. I caught them with a throw net and used them for bait, but I never tried to catch them on a rod and reel, and I am surprised that they do put up one heck of a good fight. They're fun to catch. Hell, I don't know how productive it is, born fisherman, but it's just kind of the way I catfish. I just like to get on the bank, and I got a little boat right over here, but I just use the boat to get to spots. I do fish out of that boat occasionally, but yeah, catfishing is a little more, I guess you'd say a little more laid back sport than say bass fishing or something. I've got a big bass boat in the boat storage down in Lake Murray, and it's been sitting there for about 10 years. I ain't bass fished in a while. I used to do all the tournaments and stuff, and I just got burnt out on it. Kind of found as I'm getting older that I just prefer to get on the bank somewhere and throw out a few rods and try to catch some catfish. You always got that chance of catching a big one when you're catfishing. One that'll eat a bass. And here in Oklahoma, we can, in most places, we can fish with up to 7 rods. So that's a little too many for my liking. I usually only run 4 or 5, but I do run 4 or 5 usually. I can't believe we haven't seen any hits on the shad today. Yeah, Alicia, I'd like to have a drift sock too. I'd like to try that out. Drift sock and some planer boards. I have never really tried dragging baits that much. I have a little bit, but not on this lake. This lake's got so many stumps and sticks, I think you just stay hung up all the time. I stay hung up all the time just throwing out from the bank. Where I was fishing over there up in Walker Creek in Palmetto's tournament last Sunday. That place is just a stick stump filled mine zone. I mean, it is full of it over there. I'm surprised I didn't break off hardly any over there last Sunday where I was fishing. Most of those, the little sticks are small enough I could break them off and reel them in. What are you whining about? Causey over here whining, she getting impatient. Come on, catch a fish. You let 3, try to sneak out a 4th. Where he goes, Tillamook. Well, that almost happened. It almost happened to me earlier this morning when I first started. I had a fish on rod number 2, and then one hit rod number 1 there, and he got me tangled up in the sticks up there while I was reeling in the first one. So, but we did get him. We had to go out there in the boat and get him off all them sticks out there. It's when you just have to hope that your rod holder is strong and he don't pull it out of the rod holder. Are you getting impatient, Carlos? Are you getting impatient? That's the whiningest dog I've ever owned. She don't have much patience. Yeah, it sure will, Tommy. I'm sitting about where my rod holders were that day that 25-pounder took that rod holder out of the ground. I think there's a little bit of clay underneath the gravel out there where I got them now, so I think they're a little more solid today than what they were that time. I definitely had more trouble getting them in the ground this morning. And it might have been just because that ground was partially frozen. I don't know. It wasn't that cold last night. It got down in the high 20s probably. Brother, you hit all the other rods. Let me get up here. Back up. See if I can pull that. We got a hit on rod number 2 right here again. I don't know what he didn't get real serious with it. He just thumped it a little bit. Thumped it a little bit, knocked it slack, and I tightened it back up and he ain't there. I think the dog was hitting them other rods, making them other rods shake. Alicia, I do have some rod holders on that boat. I got 2 of the little cut-in style plastic rod holders in the very back. And then I got 3 little old kayak rod holders on there, man. I don't even trust them kayak rod holders. They're just plastic. And I need to get me a little one of them little multi-bars or whatever. I need to get me a couple of those set up on the back of that boat, and then maybe I could do a little more dragging and a little more fishing out of the boat. Oh, tell Sharina I appreciate it, Thomas. I'm not real sure what thumped on rod number 2 there. That really didn't act like a blue cat bite. Smackdown rod holders. Use rod holders in the boat. Yeah, I do that sometimes, Alicia. Especially if the ground's too hard or something I can't get a rod holder in, or when I'm just out fishing for fun, you know. I'll set up a couple out of the back of the boat and then maybe stick a couple rod holders in the ground and throw a couple on the bank too. Hey, Dink, I'm gonna spin this over here. You see my little aluminum boat. I was telling you yesterday that I fish out of a little aluminum boat. That's my little aluminum boat right there. I got a used to be 60-40 jet drive on the back end of it. And oh, I'm back to buffering. I knew I shouldn't have messed with the phone. How about now? Is it good again, Thomas? I shouldn't have touched the phone. Yeah, anyways, Dink, I don't know if you saw that or not because my phone started messing up again, or my signal started messing up. But that's my little aluminum boat. Like I said, I got a little jet drive on it. I use it for duck hunting, and I remodeled it and repainted it. So it's kind of a jet john. That's the other problem with trying to drift with that jet motor. There's really no lower end of that motor in the water, per se. So you don't have a rudder like you do with the regular outboard. You kind of got a rudder that keeps the boat going straight. And that boat, it just wants to spin circles when you try to drift or drag baits, you know. You definitely need a drift sock or something thrown out the back if you're going to drift with it and drag baits. That's an Alumacraft Maverick. I bought it new in '98, and I want to say it's like a 17-footer, Alicia. It's just it's a 16, 17 foot, somewhere around that range, modified V. Like I said, it's basically about like a bass tracker is the way it used to be set up. Used to have a steering wheel in it, And I've actually got 2 other motors for that boat. I've got a 50 horse that I bought on it, and then I bought a 75 horse and put on it a year or 2 after I bought it. And I used to do a little bass tournament out of that, and then I bought me a bigger boat, and that one just kind of sat around for quite a while. And finally I decided to just do a little remodel on it and make it a I've built a little duck blind that goes on it and stuff too, so kind of make it a duck hunting boat and my catfishing boat, since I've got into this catfishing now the last couple years. And of course I built a new trailer for it, because the old trailer that I had that it came with I'd hauled it down there and put it in the salt water every summer for many years, so the old trailer was getting pretty rusted out. So I built a new trailer for it, and I actually put a 4-inch drop axle on it and kind of made a low rider trailer. That way I can, some of these little backwoods spots I go to don't have a boat ramp. You're just backing into the water, and if you can keep from getting your pickup in the water, that's a good thing. Because I don't have a 4-wheel drive pickup. I just got a little 2-wheel drive pickup. So the shallower the water, or shallower I can float it off the trailer, the better for me. I'm going to, yep, I shouldn't have done that. I was going to try to turn my screen brightness up just a little bit, and as soon as I stuck my hand up there, the frames for a second went down and it started lagging. Good old AT&T. you kidding me? Nah, I missed him, Carl. We missed him. We missed him again. We got our shed. We got our shed. Maybe I'm just gonna have to sit here and let them hook themselves because I missed that one again. He got my shad though. All right, you're in the way. I messed it up. Can y'all still see me? Seeing here? Cosy, no. Cause, no. You leave that bait alone, you don't be eating that. Me eating no fish bones. I feel like something has gone wrong here. I don't see chat no more. There goes my signal again.